My favourite episode in Foyle's War, I'm just going to give a cheeky answer because the latest episode we filmed was always my favourite, but I quite like the one where I was dying of anthrax, purely because I got to lie down and just be ill and covered, and makeup would come to me. I believe we were in Hastings, shooting exteriors on Hastings Beach. There was shingle around, there were black fishing huts reaching up to the skies, and I was having to duff a villainous crook who had been dealing contraband goods. I was having to knock him out with a dustbin lid. And I remember Michael looking at me in a very nonplussed way, as though it was my choice of weapon was a dustbin lid, and it hadn't been written into the scene that I had to pick up a dustbin lid. But I don't think I've ever had a finer moment as Sam. I think that was my finest moment. Did I identify with Sam's struggles as a working woman? I will say, first of all, that I'm an actress, and acting is great fun. So it's not like having to go to work in anybody else's idea of the word work. I mean, to me, acting isn't work. I'd do it for free. Don't tell the producers that. Of course, there are responsibilities. You have to turn up on time and do know your lines, but it's great fun. I dare say being in Sam's position might be harder when she actually has her baby. I think she might think twice about... She believes that she can do everything. I think she might find that a bit harder to deal with when the time comes for her to have a baby, because she will suddenly realise that the world revolves around this little thing rather than anything else. I read a number of novels, well, not novels, they were biographies really, of the spies of the day. Kim Philby's group, the Cambridge Spies. I know they're a little after that, the era that we shoot in Foyle's War. The character played by Ellie Haddington. She was very high up in MI5, and I'm so glad that Anthony put Hilda Pierce at the top, well, almost at the top of her game, because I think it's important to show that women could get to the top in that day, and they did. And they were often more fierce than their male counterparts in terms of their ruthlessness in getting rid of agents that had gone AWOL or whose usefulness had come to an end. And indeed, Hilda is the subject of episode 3, and it's a brilliant episode, Elise. You see the things that these agents were subjected to and how they were really expendable. And I think a lot of that is shown in the characterization of people such as Valentine and indeed Foyle and even Sam to a certain extent, that they're aware of their expendability, and therefore that makes them slightly more, makes them risk takers.